As winter approaches, a looming diesel shortage and skyrocketing fuel costs have experts sounding the alarm over a potential energy crisis.
Here with the latest on what's causing the shortage and what it means for your pocketbook is Daily Wire senior editor Cabot Phillips. So, Cabot, what's going on with the energy market?
Well, while gas prices have come down a bit from their all-time highs over the summer, the rest of the energy sector is still experiencing sky-high prices. The latest numbers from the Labor Department show that compared to this time last year, propane is up 12%, electricity is up 15%, natural gas is up 33%, and fuel oil is up 58%. And those prices are only expected to go higher as winter comes and demand increases.
Now, what about diesel? How significant is the shortage?
It's bad. So last week, the Energy Information Administration reported that American inventories are at their lowest point since 1951. And it's worth noting, usually shortages like this occur coming out of winter instead of going into it. Now, when most people think of diesel, they only think of fuel used for big 18-wheelers. But keep in mind, diesel fuel is also used for heating homes. Diesel prices have surged to $5.37 a gallon nationwide. This time last year, it was $3.73. Not only does that mean higher prices for heating, but because diesel also fuels trucks, that means the cost of shipping goes up, which obviously then trickles down to the cost of goods. For example, Mansfield Energy, a large shipping company in Georgia, wrote a letter last week to their clients saying, quote, conditions are rapidly devolving and carriers are having to visit multiple terminals to find supply, which delays deliveries and strains local trucking capacity.
Now, what's causing the diesel shortage?
Well, there are a few things. First, America's fuel capacity is just lower than it's been in the past. A number of large refineries were shut down over the last 2 years, in large part as a result of new climate regulations from the Biden administration, as well as decreased demand during the pandemic. And there's also the fact that the U.S. has been shipping a significant portion of our fuel to Europe to help with their own shortages brought on in large part by the war in Ukraine and embargoes against Russia.
Now, it's not just a diesel shortage that we're seeing. We're also seeing natural gas shortages in some parts of the country.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So while the diesel shortage is especially impacting the Southeast, the Northeast is preparing for a heating oil shortage. Currently, New England's inventory of heating oil, which is similar to diesel fuel, are 70% lower than they've been on average across the last 30 years. To give you an idea of where we stand, Eversource Energy, they're the largest utility company in all of New England, just wrote a letter to President Biden asking him to prepare emergency measures, saying, quote, New England will not have sufficient natural gas to meet power supply needs for the region in the event of a severe cold spell this winter. And to that point, we're already seeing suppliers in Massachusetts, New York, and Connecticut rationing the amount of heating oil that they're selling right now. Experts say it's part of an effort to prevent panic buying or hoarding. In the short term, the rationing is causing prices to rise even more. Heating oil is up 66% right now compared to this time last year. So not good news across the board.
Right. Definitely not the news we want to hear going into the winter. Cabot, thanks for reporting.
Anytime.
That's Daily Wire senior editor Cabot Phillips.